Hey everybody, it's Derek with Clash in the North here, bringing you a special recap from over at Faction, North Faction. We had an arranged war over there this weekend up against Meet the Kings. As you can see, unfortunately, we came out on the short end of the stick here, but I want to take a look. The percentage, we did end up beating them on percentage, so we kind of had to throw like a Hail Mary at the end, which I'll show you, to get a chance to win this on percent. But unfortunately, we just came up a little bit short. So as we take a scroll through everything they did to our bases, the breakdown was 2 11s, 5 10s, 1 9.5, and 22 9s. So here is the Hail Mary we had to throw. We had to kind of try and 3-star this one very late in the game. Unfortunately, we did leave a 10 1-starred, but at 98%, it wouldn't have helped the percentage enough that even the stars wouldn't have gotten us the win. There was no 10 on 10 3-stars in this war. We did get all the 3-stars on 10s came by 11s. So, but we did clear the 9s and had the 9.5 3-starred, as well as an 11 coming down to clear 10. Okay, well, because of that, we're not going to see any of the 10 action. I really wish I could have showed you the X1's attack on the one he got a 98% because it was a really great attack. But in that case, either way, we'll jump into some. Right here, we got an old NR guy, Mathos Pathos, coming in, still so reluctant to use these bowlers. So he just comes in here on a cleanup with the Shattered Goho. He's going to start, drops down some giants, and they're going to kind of just allow him to do this small little queen walk. It's going to set up this nice little funnel. He's got really key feature, these archers in the corner on those 3 builder huts. It's really a disgrace to lose a raid to time if you could have just used one army camp space like that. Goes ahead, drops down his golems. That's going to allow him to tank that archer tower and start setting up the funnel on the far side. The queen's already working through and clearing out a bunch of defenses. This is really going to help path to the double giant bomb set that's at the bottom of the base, along with the queen, and just cut through the core of this base. So the golems have beaten the wall open. And really nice, the wall breaker goes in and pops that bomb. As the king and queen come right on in, the poison's down, killing those CC troops. Dreyu Dragon does take a little bit of time, so it's kind of wrecking that one golem. Queen gets on it soon enough. Golem's moving on through, drops a rage to just move everything along. You can see it starts trickling in hogs right away, which is really smart. And all these distracted defenses, they're so clumped up together. You really want to get them in early, especially in those light numbers. He goes ahead, pops that king's ability to take out the queen. Try to take out the queen, but just came up a little bit short with all that DPS. Queen dies there, and unfortunately that queen, the defensive queen stays up almost till about the end. I don't know actually what got her, some barbs or something, some archers in there. The hogs are all coming around. These defenses are so clumped together. His heals are just able to get so much value, and his hogs are staying in so well, like so strong together. So he goes ahead, just moving them all around. Luckily, only loses one hog to a spring there. There is a giant bomb over here by the air defense that'll pop, but his hogs were healthy enough to get through that. Only lost a couple. Then just cleaning up a lot of trash, and it is a lot of high HP trash all in one area, but the hogs don't have to run around the map because he used those archers in the beginning, so it saves a ton of time. They'll just keep moving around here, taking out these high HP storages and buildings. Go ahead and slow down that king, take him out, and then clear that rest of it and get the 3-star. Very important on the cleanup. MP also had a 6-star war, so good job to you, man. Next, we're going to just drop down one. We got Benson coming in. He's going to be doing a Shattered Go Bow La Lune, my personal favorite attack. Drops down that first golem, and drops down the wizard to start creating the funnel. Smartly uses the baby dragon. Doesn't want to have that other golem walk over there, get anywhere close. Really good use of it. Fortunately, these wall breakers kind of split, and he loses that first one. They go all over the place, so it's just kind of messy that it didn't open, but that's no big deal. Golem's going to go over, drops down the second golem. They're going to beat on the wall. The king's going to come up and beat on the wall, and the queen's going to clear out some trash and step up and start taking out defenses. Wizards are doing work clearing the wizard tower. Now he's already in. One air defense is down. A queen has a poison on her. The king's going to take care of that. Drops down a poison on the CC and a rage to get everything moving through. The heal spell is really nice to keep that golem alive and keep the, you wanted to, keep the bowlers alive too. Unfortunately, they're kind of breaking outside the wall. So they'll go take out that expo. And as that going around, his kill squad's still moving up, drops down the second rage spell to just kind of clear out as much as he can. Golem's sitting there on the first one air defense at the bottom. Queen's clearing some trash, some bowlers are doing some work. He almost gets the top air defense down with the bowlers that walked. Unfortunately, just not enough. As they clear the air defense over there at 3 o'clock, he starts sending in the hounds from 2 directions on the base, pops the Queen's ability to start clearing defenses quicker. And with the hound there, the Queen taking him out, she's just going to pop those air defenses. Fortunately, all 4 black bombs were at the 2 northern air defenses, which kind of hurt his lava hounds a little too much. But either way, still tons of balloons. The hounds did pop, which is what you want. Get those minions going everywhere. And each one that popped did take down the air defense, so it wasn't too bad. So it goes around here just clearing everything. Tons of minions, tons of lava pups, and a bunch of balloons on the other side. So great job, Benson. Next, we will be dropping down to see one of my favorite attackers. We have the North Watcher's Alan on his mini account here with a really neat attack. Once again, dropping the archers on these corner builder huts. Really smart to do. If you ever have those, really not an excuse not to do them. It's worth the army camp space. Drops down this golem, tanking 3-point defense and a wizard tower, and drops 3 healers onto it. Just keep that alive. Then his queen's going to start doing some work, clearing out some trash. So she's doing that. The wizard's setting up the funnel on the army camp, sends in the other golem, which will only be tanking now 1-point defense, and sends in 4 wizards behind that to clear a bunch of trash on that northern side. I'm going to go ahead and take out this wizard tower to redirect the golem, and now he is able to really start working at getting into this base. Drops that first jump spell to redirect the golems. Huge funnel already set up, able to come in with a couple more wizards to help kill the CC. Drops a poison on the CC, and then sends the bowlers from the CC. From there, he's going to go ahead and just clear out the core of this base, working right on through, taking out all these little buildings that are around there. The bulk of them are going towards the king, towards the queen, and that's exactly what he wants. And now he's cleared the base is gutted at this point. So much of it is gone. He hasn't even released a hog as they start coming in, just going on distracted defenses. And so the bowlers are still up, taking out a bunch of defenses. He has 1 heal spell left. But as you can see, there's not really even a threat. There's only this kind of northern area that even can do any damage. But that's not going to be an issue because you can go ahead and heal his hogs as needed up there just to keep them alive, get them back up to full health to go take out the edge of the Teslas. And the nice thing is they're still standing in heals while they're on the first 2 Teslas. We'll go ahead, clear that last Tesla, then the queen, some wizards, and the bowlers, and those couple valuable goblins will be clearing the rest of the trash, giving us a much needed 3-star at the Town Hall 9 level. It was very, very close. Both sides forced dips on the Town Hall 9, so bases were pretty good. Next, we'll drop down. We'll take a look at Key coming in here on number 22, doing the Shattered Gobo Laloon, my personal favorite attack. Yep. So go ahead, drop down 2 golems, drop down the wizards, just funneling everything. That goes down, will drop the jump, which is going to give him access to the compartment with 2 air defenses, which is super, super important. He goes ahead, sends in the bowlers. They're coming in, working their way through. As they move across the base, they'll pull the CC, go ahead and poison it. Nothing big there, typical stuff. Dropping the rage to just get everything moving. And does have that second jump, which is going to give him access to the queen and a 3rd air defense. Fortunately, his queen kind of walked. Just a little unfortunate. Goes ahead and pops that king's ability to get him over the wall into the 3rd air defense compartment. Takes that down. Now has 2 lava hounds for 1 air defense and a bunch of loons coming in. These under-leveled point defenses, it's almost a for sure thing at this point. The whole south side of the base is gone. It just has this tiny little bit. Goes ahead and hastes them along just to move them into these defenses and You see, the loons are just collapsing everywhere on this base, taking out every defense. Just absolutely smashing it. Really, really, really well done. Just a sweeper up. That's only just buying time. Goes ahead and gets pops a skeleton trap with that bowler, but that's no big deal. Already cleaning up. I mean, the base is almost already cleaned by the time the heroes are done. Great job, Key. Next, we'll drop down a few more. We get a couple more attacks here to show. A Northern Monkey coming in on 28, doing a Shattered Goboho. We'll see this clear this base. Comes in really nicely done here, funneling it on these army camps, dropping down these wizards just to keep everything moving. Sends in that first test wall breaker, gives it a little more time, the funnel setup, then goes ahead and pops the rest of it. Sends in the king, sends in the queen, and then the bowlers in the CC. And no big shock there. Pretty much what you see out of Town Hall 9s. They're gonna be running bowlers in their CC. Almost exclusively. Because they're just really, really strong. We'll go ahead, it's killing that CC, double poisoning it, which is really nice because the queen did kind of get pulled off to the side, which is the main thing to kill the baby dragon. Sends that jump, which is going to allow the king to try and get down there. Unfortunately, he's got to beat through a wall and just won't get it done. Getting towards the defensive queen. Goes ahead, pops to his queen's ability to take out the king, and then starts sending in some hogs. And the bowlers are just doing work while the queen shoots on a golem, just taking out defensive queen. At this point, all his hogs are safe. His every giant bomb has been popped, and he has 2 heals, so it's just so overkill by this point. Drops down his first heal, the only really the area he needs it to. I mean, you can just see how many. I don't think he's lost a single hog at this point in the raid. It's just so many of them, just absolutely smashing this base. It was so well done. Drops down the wizards, starting to clean up early. They're going to go ahead, lose some to spring there, and then it's just all clean up. But it just perfectly executed attack, a perfect attack for this base. You know, on these cleanup attacks, when you know where things are, take advantage of it, because it can work really, really well. So great job, Northern Monkey. Last one we'll take a look here is Oki coming in with a doing another Gobo La Loon. These bases, you know, you see with the air defenses that are all sitting next to the queen, it's really susceptible to this style of an attack, so be looking out for it. Sends on the baby dragon and wizard, just setting up the funnel. Goes ahead, nothing crazy here, just typical stuff. As this starts progressing, making the funnel nice and wide, he will go ahead, drop poison on the CC, send in the king, send in the queen, and then the bowlers from the CC. You can see the defensive queen jumps into that compartment really, really nicely. So his king can go over there, take her out, drops a second poison on the queen, goes ahead and pops that king's ability. I'm not sure what was doing a lot of damage to him. I think it was that baby drag, but he goes down pretty quick. And then the bowlers in here with the queen, taking out some skeletons, going then to take out an air defense. And by this point, I mean, just 2 hounds for 1 AD. Just going to go so well. He drops the heal spell on his queen just to keep her up a little bit. And starts sending in these loons at all these defenses. Some Teslas pop, which a little unfortunate for him because they lock onto the queen, almost take her out, force that ability to be popped. But it does get those Teslas taken care of. And then at this point, there's just not enough damage to take out the rest of the loon. Go ahead, clearing out the rest of this base. And as soon as it does have this troll Tesla, which happens, a little unfortunate, but it does have this extra rage spell, not like a big hurry, 2 troll Teslas, but there's so much cleanup going on because it drops the rage on those archers just to help kind of swag it, I guess, but help take out that town hall. Go ahead, clear the rest of the storages. That'll be the end of that one. And, you know, great job to everybody at Faction. Fortunately, just came out on the short end here, but definitely we're in it. Great job to everybody at Meet the Kings. It was really fun warring you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. Until next time, guys, stay frosty.